Alright, so Tiger 800. This bike, same ballpark as my bike. Nah, it's probably like a adventure style bike, but that windscreen though looks pretty damn sweet. I'm not used to those. I'm not used to a damn windscreen. That's for damn sure. Alright, let's get on it. Ooh, so far, first impressions, it holds my booty pretty nice.
Hey yo, what the?
Pretty nice. Where's the shifter at right here? Trying to get used to it. Now we're still in neutral. Alright, so we're in neutral. I'll catch you back to opposite y'all. This windscreen is like pretty nice too. Is it adjustable? I think it is, but I don't know how to do it. Oh, it is. You just pull it up and down. Ah, okay. So I'll get back to y'all when we get on the road. All right, so this is like a different type of vibe, as y'all can see. The reason why I'm doing it this way, because my mic on my DJI just decided to not record. So this is what I'm gonna do for this video, because the actual sound, as y'all will hear it right now, it sounds like crap. So I want to just come up here while I'm in my lovely home. Because in my mind, I was like, bruh, like I wanted to just, you know, talk to y'all while I'm on the bike. But this was the only bike that I had this issue with, because the mic, it just didn't want to connect to the DJI. But I'm gonna, like, you know, give some facts about the bike and all that, like the engine size, the seat height, the weight of the bike, like little stuff like that. But my first impression of the bike was that it was pretty light. It was pretty light, and it was very like upright. It was like a naked bike, but you had more protection from the wind, which is something that I'm looking for, because you know, on a naked bike you get hit with it like crazy. So as I'm sitting here, I'm just kind of trying to get a feel for the bike and how it is. Now, I knew this bike had a cruise control and it had a quick shifter, which was pretty nice, because I never actually had that in any of the bikes I've owned thus far. So you can see we're riding on the route that we usually rode on, which was a fairly short route, but we had like that little speed place that, as y'all saw in like the last ones. So it was fun to just get on. It's fun to just ride different bikes that is out of your norm, because you know the bike that you have, you just get used to it. So getting on a new bike is a whole different world. You're like, oh wow. And it kind of reminded me of the Triumph 1200, but smaller and more like flickable. It didn't have all of the tech that bike had, but it was still a lot more than I was used to. My bike, I just have traction control and ABS. That's it. That bike is pretty much bare bones, as stock as you can get. And as you saw right there, this bike does have some get up, which kind of surprised me, because I've never ridden a Triumph bike before besides this demo day that I was able to attend. So it was pretty good to see how those bikes felt, because the only brand of bike I've actually ridden was Kawasaki and Suzuki. Yeah, and those are the only two brands that I've ridden thus far. But it does have some good get up for a 800cc bike, because you know those bikes are like mainly surrounded around torque, not top end speed, which torque makes you feel alive. Speed does too, but torque, when you actually feel that bike one like jolt forward, oh man, it's a different beast. And the quick shifter felt smooth. It wasn't like all it didn't have a delay. And the color on this bike, oh man, that color pops. Because my bike now is all black and like with a little red, so seeing in a colored bike like that paint is immaculate. I like the way they did with the wood like that. And I want to say this bike was brand new. I forgot how many miles were actually on it. I know it was probably less than 100. So hence why you can see like the indicator on the screen like flashing. Because the windscreen wasn't bad, but because I'm so tall, the wind tends to like hit me in like my neck. So if I was like, you know, 5'5" or like, you know, like a short rider, the wind would went right on top of my head, which is perfect. But I haven't found a bike that's not like a Harley or a Indian that will protect like get the wind off of like my head completely. You would probably need like one of those fat windscreens that like those cruiser style bikes have. But overall, the bike felt pretty comfortable. You're upright. My feet were in the same position as I have on my Z900, kind of like not like a huge bend and like in my knee, and hitting these turns, the bike it wanted to turn in. It wasn't very like it didn't feel like a big beach wheel. Like, you know how some of those like heavy bikes are, right? They just don't want to turn. Like, you really have to manhandle those bikes to like get them like to go down. And this turn right here felt pretty nice. Very light on its feet. All of the weight is up, so it's easy to like turn in. And I wasn't able to dive into all of like the modes that this bike has, because on these demo rides they try to like churn them out, so you don't really have that much time. I know like certain ones they'll give you more time to like kind of get the feel of the bike and like run it through its paces, but this wasn't one of those demo days. So this is the part that we're coming up that I really like, because we got a chance to actually like rein the bike out, kind of like, you know, get a little because I knew when I came to this part, I'm like, yeah, baby, it's time to go crazy. Because I know why they don't want to take these bikes on the highway, because they don't want somebody to like crash and like tear up the bike, which is to be understandable. And as you saw right there, I was trying to test out the suspension. The suspension is like set up pretty soft. Oh yeah, let's go. The bike has some good speed to it. Like, it's not gonna be like a R1 or a Fireblade or BMW S1000RR. It's not going to be that. But for what this bike was made for, it does it fine. It has get up and go. It will be able to get past all of the normal cars on the highway. That's all you really want. You don't want no like bike that can barely pass a regular car, because then you just put yourself into like in a dangerous spot. But what I consider this bike, yes, this bike was fun. It wasn't heavy. It had like the two things that I'm looking for: a quick shifter and cruise control. Like those two right there, it changed the whole game, because then it makes those long rides more bearable. I don't have to be sitting there with my hand all cramped up, because I hate that with a passion. But out of all the bikes that y'all will eventually see out of this demo day, this one I will pit as number one out of all of them that I will potentially like think of getting. There's one that y'all haven't seen yet. That one right there, boy. When y'all see that one, y'all gonna know that one was called Big Mama for a reason, and y'all are gonna see it. This whole this ride was fun though. Just the whole, just the experience. Cause like once you get bit by this like motorcycle bug, you're fucked. Cause you can't get enough. I'm serious. And I'm not sure if I tested like the cruise control out on this bike, cause we weren't really going like a steady, constant speed. We were always like going and stopping. So I can't really do what I really wanted to do as far as testing out all of the features of the bike. But I think most of these bikes come with a softer suspension for comfort, because you don't want some hard and then you hit a bump and the whole bike makes a big jolt. You want it to be smooth, you know, smooth and steady. But this was actually like my favorite bike to ride too. But you know, sometimes you have those technical difficulties. Since I ride with the wireless setup with my mic, so sometimes it just has a hard time connecting, because this day was actually like pretty hot. So my camera was like hot, my battery was like draining fast, nothing wanted to work. It just, those hot days just tends to mess up my setup sometimes. And one thing I realized about this, the Tiger Sport 800 and the Tiger 1200, there was a certain way you had, like, I think you like needed to be on like the gas in order for like the quick shifter to work properly, which that's how a quick shifter is supposed to work. But I was that was just a unknown thing to me, so I was trying to like just, you know, trying to figure it out for myself, because I have thought about trading in Molina for the 2025 model that has the cruise control and the quick shifter. But I'm not sure yet. I kind of want to wait till like the next year my model drops before I even like think of that, because the model that's out now is a first generation, so I wanted it to get all of like I want them to work all of the bugs out first before I like dive into a like brand new the same bike but different, same but different, you know. Yeah, man, that paint on this paint on this bike is nice. I think the bike in front of me is the Tiger 1200. That bike was, both of these bikes I can see myself going on a long ride and not having to worry about anything, just getting on my bike and just going. And that's what I'm looking for. Like, even though that speed is addicting, man, it can get you in trouble. Now, I haven't had any like run-ins with the cops. Pray that I don't. I tend to, you know, ride reasonably. Not like a maniac like some of these folks, but sometimes we have that like itch, you know? Because of that inline 3, this bike was very torquey. Torquey as hell. And I'm pretty sure it would sound pretty good with a pipe. I think all these bikes that you would see on this demo day that I like tested out, it would sound exquisitely nice. Because to me, I feel like those pipes make a bike comes to life. But the quick shifter, when I did get it right, it like didn't like mess it up. It was smooth as butter. You know, on that nice hot bread or that Texas Roadhouse toast. I don't know about that. That toast be good. Yeah, that toast be rolling. Yeah, but the shifts were where I'm smooth. Bi-directional, so up and I'm down, which is like perfect. Especially when you want to like take this thing to like the track or have some spirited riding, you know. And right here, I was trying to like mess with the modes and see like what it had. I think it probably had like, you know, different modes like sport mode, rain, sport, road, rain, track. I don't know. I didn't have enough time. But one thing I wish this bike had, but they probably will have it, but they may like charge a like higher price, is for the screen to be an automatic one, not one you have to like grab up and like pull like down. That would be nice. Ooh. Yeah, it had the stock pipe, which sounded like any other bike when it stock. Yeah, but I think this bike right here had the best colorway, the best color of all the bikes there. So I think we only had Yamahas and Triumphs, but this one was probably like the best one. But now we're coming to the end, and in my head, I'm like, yeah, this bike was fun. I enjoyed it a lot. It was a very different feeling bike from what I'm used to. Because it has all of those creature comforts that I like. That I'm kind of like gravitating towards. Because don't get me wrong, a leader bike sounds good, but a bike that's comfortable and has all of the creature comforts for a long ride, that's kind of what I'm leaning more towards, because I want to take y'all on trips, not just be in the same spot all the time. I want to get on my bike and go, and take y'all with me. Like, we're gonna go all around, go out and have a cross country trip, ride up to Alaska, some crazy like that. But overall, the bike was great, and I am considering it too. It's like it just depends on how like the prices will be. But this bike was a breath of fresh air, something new, something different. Like, you know, when you get on that bike for the first time and you're like, wow, I need this. That's pretty much any bike that I get on. So that's my problem right there. That's why I need more money. But that's it for this one. Hopefully y'all enjoyed, and then like style of video, who knows, will probably only come if my mic decides to like F up. But that's all I have for this one. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Y'all have a good one. Peace.